Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. One question that often comes back is how can you get a free aura? I've already made a video about this, but a lot of those auras were either auras that you could get only during seasonals, or auras that required collections that you can only get during seasonals. If you are a legendary player, that's not an issue, you can still purchase those collections from the broker, but if you are a free-to-play player, sadly you can only get those collections pretty much during the seasonals. But I will show you another option that will be good for a free-to-play player if what you're looking for is to have an aura. So let's get started. The best option for players to be able to get a free aura is from either the Quarks vendor or from the Booster Gold vendor. I'm going to look at Booster Gold in just a second. For the Quarks vendor, let's take a look. In the past, there's two ways to be able to get quarks for free. I will explain them to you later in this video. There's a whole bunch of auras that you can purchase using quarks, but some of those auras also have some cash that you have to use. In this case, there's the Diamond Mist aura, which is a really nice looking aura. Sadly, it requires 2,000 quarks, over 2,000 quarks, and 4,800 cash. So obviously, if you're a free-to-play player, or even a premium player, not really an option. If you are a premium player, you can get the same aura for the head, the hands, and the feet. Basically what they call modular auras. So if you are a premium player, you could purchase this one. If you are a free-to-play player, you can still purchase some of those auras, but you have to purchase those that require less than 1,500 cash. And it requires, as you can see, roughly 500, a little more than 500 quarks. Here's almost 400 quarks. So there's all the Diamond Mist auras that you could purchase, and there's a whole bunch of Diamond Mist aura you could purchase. There's a whole bunch of Energy Cell auras you could purchase. Let's show you a bit what it looks like. So there's some of those auras that you can purchase completely for free, but you're gonna have to farm in order to be able to get quarks. Let's see if there's some other. Okay, and there's the concentrated power set aura box. I won't be able to show you what these auras are, but I can show you one of them in just a minute. Basically, at some point, the DC Universe Online released a whole bunch of auras inspired by the diverse powers we have in DC Universe Online. As you saw earlier, my Superman character has the Scorching aura, basically a fire aura. You cannot get that aura from that little box. What you can get though is a modular version of that aura. There's auras for pretty much all the powers. Ice, light, fire, you name it, the auras should be in there. But sadly, from that little box you cannot get the full aura as you see right now. What you can get, let me show you. What you can get is a modular version of that aura. Like right now you can see my character here as the head and the hand version of that same aura. It's not as cool as having the old aura, but you can get it for free. And the other good thing is that you can see it's $250 only. So even as a free-to-play player, you should be able to purchase that little box, and you should be able to choose the aura of your choice within that little box. So again, there's ice auras, there's fire auras, there's auras for every single powers in this Universe Online. But as you can see, it's 539 quarks. How can you get quarks? There's two ways you can get quarks without spending any money. The first one is that you can farm for source marks, and for each 100 source marks you can get 25 quarks. So sadly, it will take you a lot of source marks before you can purchase one aura. But if you don't want to spend any money on this Universe Online, this is an option that you have. The other option that you could use also is if you go into the menu. You can see there's this little mission called the Stabilizer Fragmentation. If you play that mission over and over and over, you should be able to accumulate stabilizer fragments. Those fragments will allow you to have stabilizers eventually, and you could use those stabilizers to open some time capsules, and you get a minimum of 10 quarks per time capsule. So that is another way. So if you use both ways, if you play the Stabilizer Fragmentation mission every day, and if you farm for source marks, eventually you should be able to purchase auras completely for free from the Quarks vendor. And of course, there's our friend Booster Gold that does sell a few auras. Let's take a quick look. So there is our friend Booster Gold that sells the Citrine Misted Aura. As you can see, it doesn't require any cash, so free-to-play players should be able to get that aura, but it does require 1500 quarks, a little more than 1500 quarks. So using source marks to be able to purchase quarks, it will take you a while before you can purchase the Citrine Misted Aura, but if you really want to, it is an option that you can get. And there's also the Corrupted Aura. So if you really want to have those auras, the option is there, but you will have to farm and farm and farm in order to be able to get source marks, in order to be able to purchase quarks using those source marks. Some of the other auras that our friend Booster Gold is selling is the Amethyst Mist Aura. So again, if you like that aura and you would like to have it, you can have it, but you are going to have to farm for source marks in order to be able to purchase quarks from the quark vendor. And there is the Crimson Misted Aura. If you're playing an evil Red Lantern, that could be an option. There's the Amber Mist Aura. It should be for an evil Sinister Aura character, but as you can see, it works really nice with our Golden Superman. And there's the Emerald Misted Aura, obviously for if you have a Green Lantern, maybe you want to have that aura. Although personally I have a tendency to just use the plain green aura, you decide. So this is an option if you guys want to have free auras. If you are a free-to-play player and for some reason you don't want to spend money on DC Universe Online, or you cannot spend money on DC Universe Online, then you could farm and farm and farm for source marks. Use those source marks to purchase quarks from the quark vendor, and then you could purchase some of the auras that the quarks vendor is selling, or some of the auras that our friend Booster Gold is selling. So that is pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.